and not taking up so much space.
Yeah, because it seems like that retail seems to be the priority there rather than the music. So,
Well, it is for bringing people in, but
yeah.
still our mission is the same, and that's important to emphasize to all the people that come through. That's what I try to do.
Yeah,
Hello.
still got to save the good stuff.
Hello, Robin. Hello,
Hey.
Chuck.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, I thought it was just us for a while there.
All
It's early.
So Robin, you got a TV up behind you. Is that at your new home or?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's in the bedroom. That's where my computer is.
Okay.
And in about 30 minutes, you'll probably hear racket because they're finally, the weather is fit. And they've come back to put the roof over the little patio in the basement has a little walkout. So they're working on that.
Yeah.
So it's been
Good.
quite noisy this morning.
But you didn't have the little one, so that makes it okay.
No, no, I didn't have, I might have to turn that TV off. Y'all heard that Duke had a positive test, so they're not out of the tournament.
Really?
Goodness gracious.
So Florida State gets a walk.
But I thought, well, I guess that involves the whole team then, yeah. Because I saw something just in the headlines that NCAA said that a team could continue playing in the tournament with only 5 players. Meaning that if you had a lot of them quarantined or whatever, that you could play. But
I don't know what the ACC rules are. I just know it was on the bottom of the screen. It said they're forfeiting to Florida State. So that means they're not going to get into the NCAA tournament either.
no.
Because they would have had to win to do it. Although they looked pretty good the other night.
Did they?
Yeah.
I have to say, I haven't watched much of it. Just hadn't been the year to watch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched as much as I normally do, but I've watched some. I hope I get to watch as much baseball as I usually do. Baseball's
Who's your team?
my favorite. The Braves, of course.
Come on.
Of course,
I've been a Braves fan since
Sounds like some
They started
dissension in
winning.
ranks.
since the late 80s when they were in the basement forever.
Oh.
And I remember 91, the worst of first year. That was awesome.
Do you know how many people I talk to who are now Lightning fans in hockey? Why? Because they keep winning all the time. And I just shake my head going, you don't get to pick your home team when the home team's winning, but you like the Lightning, so now you root for them or you're living in the area.
Oh, I'm a
Fair.
Panthers fan too, and you know how they've been playing the last few years.
Well, I had a guy call me to tell me he has a house in Orlando and a house in Denver, but he grew up watching the Islanders, so he gets to root for all 3 teams. And I went, come on, that's not right.
Now, I only have one.
You're a Colorado fan, you're a Panthers fan, you're an Islanders fan. You can't root for all of them.
I first moved to Atlanta, I guess it was in 92, so it was just at the start of the Braves.
The good years.
And you know, it was just a heyday in Atlanta. It was so much
Oh
fun.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
was awesome, man.
which has a good baseball team, but they've been up and down. But the Braves run, good golly, that was fun.
It was. Too bad we only won one World Series and all that.
Yeah, but that's because they dismantle the team every time after they win. They can't afford to keep all the players.
Well, no, they kept their pitchers for a while.
Yeah, the early 90s were golden years for sure.
I think I still have some of the T-shirts back then.
That's one of the things we got rid of when we moved.
Yeah.
We were
Elaine
downsizing.
Percival used to be a rabid baseball fan.
Yeah,
Remember
she's a Cincinnati Reds fan.
Oh, okay. Have you heard anything much out of her recently?
No, I see her comments on Facebook every now and then. Her husband is not doing very
Yeah,
well.
I know Bryce is in bad shape.
Yeah, she's having to really stay close and take care of him.
George has joined us also. Hello, George.
Hey, George.
Being unusually quiet.
Yeah.
I was listening to all the sports static.
Sports static. Chuck, I was thinking about you with all this increased tension with Saudi Arabia. Has that affected your daughter's day-to-day activities at all?
No, they're very immune from all that, at least, on the outside, yeah, they haven't had any problems out there, but thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I think they feel, even with all the stuff out in the Gulf of Hormuz, which is right there off the coast, and the carriers that come and go, I think they feel very safe and protected.
That's good.
But they are very vulnerable. I mean, it's just wide open. It's right there.
Sure.
They could probably send the missiles easily across the Gulf there and hit them. So.
Hey guys, I'm
Hey, Nelson.
a little late, but here nonetheless.
Yes, thank you. Now, did somebody get a haircut, or you got to pull back?
He's
I
got
got
his
pulled.
bun.
I got my man bun on.
Ah, okay.
I'm
Got a
not
bun in the oven.
I'm cutting trees down the hill, and just gets in the way.
Sure. There's Mr. Sparks joining us.
We've never had anybody with a mask on a Zoom call.
He's at school.
Who's on the phone? Even better, he's on the phone. That's it. He hit the trifecta. And he's hearing me, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Hey Bob, did you get enough work done with Clayton?
Actually, Clayton was good. Really good. Clayton brought his dad, and
Yeah, he told me. He goes, next time he says, you better check that job out. He goes, there's a lot more than just driving that tractor around.
yeah, he kind of came off the farm road we have through the property, and I said, every once in a while it gets a little wet down there. You might want to walk down and check it out first. He goes, oh no, I my truck can get through anything. Well, apparently he marginally got through the wet area. Just got the truck and the equipment through, and he was good. He got a lot of work done. I tell you what, it probably would have taken me a week plus to do all that.
Yeah, he said he says he got his 8 hours.
Yeah, no, I definitely got my money's worth out of it.
Somebody's got two things on, two speakers or two.
I think Mr. Sparks might have Eric.
Yeah.
I think that's us. Let me see what I can do.
Okay. You just need to turn the sound off on one of them.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, good morning.
He seems to
It's getting spooky.
Hey, Rich,
Where's Alex? I don't see Alex anywhere.
I'm right here.
He's down there at the bottom. Oh, you're on your phone. You'll have to scroll around.
Hey, Alex, good news.
Yes,
I
sir.
got my stuff changed around. I'll make it up for the Jeep trip, looks like.
Good. It'll be a good one. I don't know where, but they're always good.
Ben says we're going to go to Wilson Gorge.
That'll be good. Bob, you can go with us if you want to get that Jeep muddy.
Make my pretty Jeep all dirty. What would people say about me?
Well, if Alex will get his refurbished Jeep dirty, you can.
I hear you.
I hope mine runs after setting up all winter.
Oh, it'll run if
It
you just
will. Yeah.
get the mousies out of it.
Well, it was full of mousies last year.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Miss Tina.
Hey there.
Hi,
Hey,
Tina.
Alex, I wanted to let you know that I haven't contacted Mike yet. I was still trying to, I have my cheat sheet here. I was wanting to ask you guys, did you want to try to get Mike Wood to speak on the 20?
oh, you froze, Tina.
Uh-oh. Say it again.
Sorry. We've got the seniors today, and then we have Eve from the community garden next week. Did anybody have anything up their sleeve for March 24th or 25th, or can I contact Mike Wood about that date?
I guess the 24 election's a little too soon, huh? Just kidding.
Yeah, Tina, if you could, you've got his contact. If you could, they need to do a presentation in order to get that park grant for Parks and Recreation for the town.
Okay. Sounds good to me, Tina.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure we weren't talking barbecue or something then instead.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Cindy will tell us today. Erica, do you have a PowerPoint or anything?
No.
Okay, because I did allow whatever you call it, participants to present in case you did, but that's fine.
Okay.
Hey,
And
Erica.
Grant, will we have additional seniors joining us?
Yes, we do. In addition to Erica, Kendall's going to be joining us too.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Okay.
I was just going to say, we can switch up our program a little bit to go ahead and let the seniors speak now since they're already on. I know, Grant, we weren't able to hear you. I don't know when Kendall
You
might
might be muted.
Here, you can say now.
And I think I gave her a later time too. I think I might have said 12:30.
Yeah, I just talked to his mom and he'll be on about 12:30.
Okay.
I'm talking from Erica's computer right now.
Okay.
Now, I haven't, to be honest, I hadn't been communicating on the email thread I sent. Erica and Kendall have done that themselves. So I don't know what they have planned or what you had planned for them. So whatever is fine with us.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, anytime if you have some that have, I know sometimes they have PowerPoints or something, we can, let them share their screen. So
Okay.
if you have any that do at some point.
Yeah. Well, why don't we, it's right at that time, why don't we go ahead and get started and open the meeting up, and then we can roll on into and change up and let Erica and then Kendall present, because we do have some discussion that we want to have concerning the barbecue festival and some other business items, but we can hold that till the end of the meeting. If that's okay with the rest.
There's Kendall.
All right, fantastic. Well, why don't we go ahead and open with prayer and pledge allegiance. Alex, would you mind leading us in that?
Sure. Let's pray. Dear Lord, just thank you for this day and the awesome weather that you've given us for this past week or two. And just thank you for having us as a Rotary Club in Spruce Pine and all that we can do for your kingdom. And thank you for these seniors and their lives and their future that they're getting prepared for. And just thank you for all what they do and our school system does. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To
to the flag of the
The
United
United States of America
and
and
into
to
the
the republic for
republic
which it
Which
stands,
stand
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
visible
with
with liberty and justice for all.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, and welcome everybody to the meeting. We'll have a few more. I think they'll be showing up. They said they were going to be coming in, but let's go ahead, and since we have Erica and Kendall on board, and we're so thankful to have the seniors back. It's been a long time since we had them. It's always been very pleasurable and very informative and enlightening and comforting that the seniors coming out of college, out of the high schools here are so well prepared and so well educated. Us old folks sometimes get discouraged about what's coming in the next generations, but when we look at the seniors, we feel a lot better about it. So all that to say is, Grant, or you don't have audio now, should we just go straight to Erica?
I'll let, I've got an announcement or two, if you don't mind.
Oh, great, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I guess I'm talking to Erica's sound. I talked to Cindy. Is Cindy here? No.
Yeah.
Cindy maybe, and it might have been Tina or somebody. Anyway, they told me that Rotary would be offering a scholarship this year, and that's great. I went ahead and released that application to the seniors a couple weeks ago and put the Rotary scholarship on the list. So I expect those seniors to be submitting applications right away. She probably already has several. I'm sure Erica and Kendall will both be applicants. So look for those. Scholarship process is off the ground this year. And deadline is April 1st for Cindy to receive those applications.
Excellent. Yeah. We enjoy supporting the seniors, and thank you for getting that out there.
Oh, we appreciate it. It's a huge opportunity for our kids. Erica Googe and Kendall Chapman, two of the best I've got. And I kind of regret now that we didn't get, I didn't quite, I'm scrambling and thinking about so many different things. The Rotary meetings is one of the things that kind of fell by the wayside. And I'm glad Tina contacted me and had me go ahead and nominate students. I kind of wish we'd been doing this all along, but we weren't. But we've started now, and that's good. Eric and Kendall are our first two of the year, so we'll finish out with the next 2 months, and that'll be good. I appreciate it, Tina, for you reaching out to me that way. Yeah. And I'll let Erica take over.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Erica Googe. I am a native of Mitchell County, and I've actually always lived in Bakersville. Some things I enjoy doing is playing softball, volleyball, and hiking, as well as spending time with animals. I really enjoy hiking Roan Mountain with my family in the summer, and on my free time, I enjoy volunteering at our local animal shelter, where I get to love on cats and kittens and walk dogs, as well as advocate for the animals' adoption on social media. I've always really enjoyed school, and I've done fairly well generally. I really enjoy learning new things, and this past year, COVID put us to all online learning, and it was really difficult to get used to at first. But once I figured everything out, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I had to endure online learning because it taught me some lessons about myself. So some things I learned about myself was that I was much more self-efficient than I originally thought, and I learned how to better manage my time. I think that will really help me in my college future. So as I said, my future is going to be going to college. As of right now, I do plan on attending Lenoir-Rhyne University in the fall of 2021. I want to get my bachelor's degree in exercise science. And what I want to do with that is go into Lenoir-Rhyne's master program to be an occupational therapist. So after earning my credentials to be an occupational therapist, I want to come back home and hopefully work within our local school system with exceptional children. I plan on working within our school system for 10 to 15 years and then hopefully opening my own practice for exceptional children within Mitchell County. This is something I'm very passionate about because of my first cousin who was diagnosed with autism at the age of 4.5. I have attended several of his therapy sessions and watched how occupational therapist has made his life and his family's life better. But the problem is they've had to drive, my aunt has to drive over an hour away in order for him to receive the care he needs and deserves. I'm very touched by this, and I think that having our own occupational therapy practice within Mitchell County would help so many families out locally, especially families with exceptional children, because they face so many battles already that many people don't really think about. Like, I know my first cousin, he doesn't sleep well and he doesn't ride in a car well. So having to drive over an hour out of their way is just another battle that can be avoided if we had our own place within Mitchell County for exceptional children. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. And that's near and dear to my heart also, with being at Mountain Community Health Partnership and how we might be able to be a place for you in the future. So hopefully you'll be in touch with us when you get done with your schooling, or as you're doing your schooling. So
Yes, I want to come back home. I love Mitchell County.
lovely, lovely.
Look for her application.
We will. Any questions for Erica?
I have a question for her.
Yes, sir.
Erica, where are your sunglasses?
My sunglasses, they're at the bottom of the lake.
Under whose dock?
Yours.
We're still looking for them. When we find them, we'll get them to you.
Okay, good luck.
Erica, this is Richard. I wanted to say that my daughter-in-law is an occupational therapist in Denver, and I'm so proud of the work that she's done. She works with a lot of traumatic brain injury veterans in the inpatient hospital settings, and it's just made a tremendous difference for those people. So right on.
I have a question, Erica. What kind of population of special needs people, just I guess kids as well as adults in Mitchell County? You have any idea what the numbers are?
I know like within our school system, we normally have like 10 to 15 within each class. So, well, not in each class, within, one class from 4 years age difference. So that's within each elementary school and high school and middle school.
And is there occupational therapists in Yancey or Avery County that you know of?
We actually have one over all 3 counties. So there's only one per 3 counties.
They have to cover a lot of territory.
Yes, they do.
Okay, Kendall,
Hey everyone.
I've introduced you. Go ahead and introduce yourself and go
All
ahead.
right. My name is Kendall Chapman. Like Grant said, I'm a senior this year. I'm born and raised here. I love the mountains. I hope to come back here one day and work. I am attending East Carolina in the fall of this year. I'm going to be getting my doctorate degree to become a dentist. I love working like in the community with teeth and stuff. Right now I'm volunteering for Dr. Charlie Nash in Bakersville. He lets me pull teeth and even like learn the behind the scenes stuff, like building molds for teeth and everything like that. I work locally. I work at Ingalls, actually. I plan on going there in just a few minutes after this call. But I volunteered for 3 years in a row with the dental bus. I go on there and help dentists like Charlie Nash and Kyle Duncan. And I hope to come back here after I get out of school to open a dentistry. I mean, my own dentistry office, sorry. I really would like to take my dentist degree and go across the seas, like to places such as Africa and places like that to do mission work. Because my mom and dad have always taught me that the most important thing in life is putting God first. And I really feel like that with this degree, I can do that. I think that's about all I got.
No, that's awesome, Kendall. And like with Erica, I got to say, I got to put in a plug for Mountain Community Health Partnership. We, as you probably know, Dr. Alex Green is our new dentist. Been with us about a year now. So put him on your list to visit also. And we'll be expanding that program also in years to come. So maybe the timing will be good for you when you come back.
Hopefully so.
Any questions for Kendall?
What's the time frame on how long are the studies to become a dentist?
To become a dentist, you have to get your first 4 years and you have to major in like whatever field you want to. I'm gonna major in biology and then minor in chemistry. So it'll take 4 years for regular college and then 4 years of medical college. So looking about 8 years.
And it's all at East Carolina?
Yes, sir.
And then will you hope to come back into the area to the East Carolina Dental School there, learning centers, and work there?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I feel like this is a perfect place to start a family and to open a clinic and just have a good life.
Kendall, you could get some pointers from Erica's mom too, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've worked with her once, I think, on the dental bus with Dr. Aldridge.
She was probably pretty mean, wasn't she?
Not too bad.
Well, I don't know who her mother is.
Tell us about your mother and what she does.
My mother,
Erica.
Ellen Googe, she actually works with Alex on Fridays.
Yes, okay. Sure.
Yeah. She is a dental assistant and she has worked at Dr. Julius Aldridge for 20 years now, but she helps Alex on Fridays because they're off on Fridays. So
yeah, he loves her. So love to get more from her or have more hours from her. But yeah, that's very appreciative.
Kendall, what kind of extracurricular activities in high school have you done?
I was a vice president of the HOSA club, and then I was president of the Key Club for 2 years in a row. And then I do stuff like I said, with the dental bus. And then I like to look at fostering too, because my mom and dad are foster parents. So every once in a while we have a different kid in the house, and I like to help around and volunteer with that.
Cool.
All right. Any other questions? And what a great representation for our seniors. Thank you, Grant. Bring Kendall and Eric in.
Thank you.
Look forward to the other ones that'll be joining us. What will we have? So 2 more months. So 4 more that we'll get to visit with.
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay,
We
great.
could, if you wanted to, we could do more than 2. That's up to y'all.
Grant, you just send me an email of when you can send folks and we'll take them. This is great.
Yeah, I think we could do 3. We've done 3 in the past, and that would be fine for us.
All right, that sounds good. We'll do 3 for month of April and May, if that's okay.
Wonderful. Yeah. The more we meet, the better.
Is it easier for you, Grant, to do it a certain Thursday in April and May?
Not necessarily. We'll a meeting like this during the day is fine.
Okay. Will you just pick your kids and your dates and tell me when you want to do it, and I'll get it on our schedule.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's we'll get back into our regular program, if you will, and do our happy dollars. Any happy dollars for the group?
I got one. I got a happy dollar. Today's my birthday.
Ah,
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I also have my son visiting from Ohio as we're out there cutting some trees down. So there's another dollar.
yeah.
I've got a happy dollar. Actually, I've got 10 of them.
Oh,
I spent 8 hours in the cancer center yesterday getting my maintenance chemo, and they did 4 pages of exhaustive blood work. And for the first time in 2 years, my immune system is in the green zone all the way across the board. And all of my blood chemistry is normal. And the doc told me I could hug my grandchildren, and I did yesterday. And my granddaughter that I haven't met yet from Denver, that's 1.5 years old, is coming to visit next month.
Oh, wow.
So I am tickled. So I
Great,
feel blessed. Yep.
That's awesome news, Richard. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I have one. Today I'm officially covered. It's been 2 weeks today from my second COVID vaccine. So
Good.
Yeah.
I can visit my children now,
Excellent.
or my other child that I haven't seen.
Yeah. It's wonderful. I'll put $1 in just because of this fantastic weather we've been having. Oh, no rain and a lot of sun. It's been a little cool, but I'll take that any day with no rain.
I'll put $1 in for the cold. We want it to stay cold until April.
For the apples?
Apples.
Apples.
Cold, but no frost, or you want even the frost?
Well, frost's okay for a while,
Okay,
but not after the apples bud.
sure. And that happens when?
Well, if it gets hot, it happens in 3 days.
Ooh, okay, I got you. I don't know. We might have some other people wishing against you, so you might have to put in $5 per bill. I don't know.
Better up your ante.
But I'll put 5 in the cart just for your support on the apples.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got a happy dollar that the shed project is pretty much done. We turned the shed over to the community garden down at Riverside Park, and they seem to be very appreciative.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Did everybody look at the picture that, I guess Marvin sent it, didn't he? Did you send it, Marvin?
That was George, I think.
Oh, George, you
Well,
sent it out to
Nelson
every,
sent it. Nelson sent it.
oh,
Nelson.
well, I knew somebody sent it out.
As long as
Did
we got
anybody in the
some-
community ever kick in any dollars to help us on the shed?
They did
No, it's
not.
just us on the plaque.
Just us.
after all.
Just us and some.
I think Glenn had some.
I have a happy dollar on the shed as well. I had heard from Janie that she heard that the shed's got power in it, which
It has a
that's
power option.
confirmed.
It has a plug in.
Yeah,
You got to run.
she had told me that she had heard that it had power.
It's got a light and a switch inside of it, but you got to run electricity to it. And we haven't done that. That's just the way it came.
Oh, okay.
And I have a happy dollar that Reed brought a big sledgehammer with him to put the shed in because I didn't know they'd put a fence up over there. We had to take part of the fence down, and it seems like Rotarians are really good at taking city fences down and not putting them back up too good.
He took the fence down with a sledgehammer.
I'm sorry.
It took a sledgehammer to get the post up because we had to get.
Okay, yeah.
little
We
more-
have a
one little
we
more
have a place
section.
already made to take it out with screws and lift it up. When we used to use it, we still use it for parking sometimes. But yeah, so I guess sledgehammer works though.
Well, you're talking about 2 guys that are over 70. You got to use anything you can get.
I'm not far behind you.
Little pins out there with a spout on.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Any other happy dollars?
So I'm using the mixing right.
Well, I think we got the spin the wheel. Anybody want to get on and spin the wheel before we do?
It's not. Oh, I do have an announcement for everyone. Last week I had printed out last week's paper, but I had the wrong one in front of me. And we actually, George Walter's number came up before we spun again. And so he actually did win like he thought he did. And he gave his money to CART.
Very good.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody on here that's not permanent. There's so many.
And Erica and Kendall are getting to witness how the Rotary Club operates. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun here.
You all know if you're permanent or not. I think Floyd's permanent on an ace of spades, but not on wheel. Marvin's not. Yeah, Marvin's on there. Anyway, no, Floyd is on the wheel. I think
Yeah,
everybody here is permanent.
Okay.
Robin, let me buy tickets for Erica and Kendall, so they get two shots at it each also.
Okay. So I'll put Erica on 2 and 71. Remember your number. And Kendall on 36 and 59.
Big bucks involved here. You could win $5 if your number.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount.
It's better than we start with.
True.
All right, Alex.
Okay, here we go. 11.
11 is Marvin Walker.
Oh, boy.
So
My
you
lucky
win.
day.
You win $8 today because somebody put 2 extra in.
All right. Well, let's give that to Cart too.
Okay.
And for the guests, CART is Alzheimer's research that Rotary is doing. And so we're hoping that Erica won't have Alzheimer patients to deal with when she gets ready.
Especially on this screen, right?
I don't think we'll remember. It's probably okay.
Yeah, Cart's near and dear to our heart. So yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we kind of jumped over announcements, so we had some of those announcements, but maybe just finalize or bring everybody up to speed on what's happened on the shed. And I don't know that everybody's seen it, so I don't know. Robin, can you put it on, or maybe Nelson? Can you?
I'd have to go hunt it. I don't have it.
Nelson looks like he was typing on something.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
see if
you
I
should
can
be
read
able
it.
to share it, Nelson, because I've got permission. While he's looking for it, we got a very nice thank you note from Calvin's family. I'll read to you while he's looking. Dear Rotary Club, thank you so much for your support to our family, and thank you for the beautiful flowers. Dad loved his family, friends, and the Rotary Club. We appreciate the club being honorary pallbearers. We thank you for your friendships through the years. Daddy enjoyed every minute of life. That's from Helen, John, and Regina. You find it, Nelson?
No, I can't find it.
Oh.
I got it on my laptop, but I don't have it on my desktop.
Oh. Also, we got our quarterly deposit from Amazon Smile. We got $13.76 this time.
Nice.
So
You can
people have
thank
been
her.
buying from Amazon.
That's me. I order every day.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for all the hard work on the garden shed, and look forward to.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I get it to share?
You click on that share screen green button. You see that?
Move your mouse to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. If you're
I
on
have
your,
the Zoom meeting on my phone, but the picture's on the computer.
oh, I'll see if I can find it. Take me a minute. Let's see, it came from Nelson.
It should be in your email from Nelson, yeah.
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 Last week.
Well, I think Eve kindly is going to try to appear on our next week's program to thank us officially. And she
Yeah.
wanted the address, so she's going to send us a note too. But she was very appreciative of the shed.
Yeah, I'll send her the link again, just to let her know for next week.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. About time to get the garden started. I understand what is it? This weekend is the full moon when you're supposed to start your seeds. So,
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Daylight savings too.
Oh, yeah, got that. Spring forward.
There you go.
Anything else on the shed? Any other announcements on that? Any other announcements? I know Floyd wants to talk about the barbecue festival, but I think we'll have more discussion time on that. So, there it is. Picture. So there were the beds and then the shed back in the background. So good.
Hey, Robin, while we're waiting, go back to the happy dollars. My phone just popped up. I'll throw $4 in because 4 years ago, my son talked me into a half marathon in DC and I actually survived it. I will never do it again though. So in memory of and to remind myself never to sign up, throw $4 in there for me, please.
All right. We'll always take your money.
Yeah.
I have the medal. I can't believe I made it to the end. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Hoo-wee.
I think it was 35 degrees that morning.
Good scenery though in DC.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing the things we do to be with our kids.
Yes, absolutely.
My construction.
All right. Well, Floyd, I'll give you the floor and let you bring it up to the group for discussion.
Yeah, I wanted to spend a few moments discussing the barbecue festival and the viability of doing it in July. I've got some concerns for July. I think Chuck shares some of those also. The vaccine rollout is going really slow. I've been volunteering to help and counting how many people were volunteering and how many vaccines we're doing, and it really takes a good 20 to 22 people to vaccinate 450 people maybe in a day. So it's not going to go quickly. I'm afraid we just won't be able to get volunteers in July. I mean, and for legitimate reasons, they'll still be concerned about COVID, even though things are improving. We've just scratched the surface really right now. We're not really far along on this. And, we've already had one musician not want to, their headliner stop. And I actually talked to Richard, our sound guy today. He was by the shop, just coincidence, and talked to him a few minutes. And he said he would work. So, I do know he would work if we needed him. But we've discussed doing it in October. Canceling it isn't really what I would suggest now, but we've talked about trying October. The problem with July is our weather. If you're driving up the road and you look up the mountain to go to Spruce Pine, you will see almost any time in July, you'll see a cloudy, overcast sky, and you'd think it may be raining. So there are years we sit there with just a cloudy day and people don't come because they don't want to drive up the mountain because in their mind, it's already raining there. Looking at it, I've noticed that quite often. October, the weather would be a better, less rain. It could be a little chillier, but the chilly weather in October probably won't keep people away. And if we timed it with leaf season, people want to come up here anyway. That might really be a huge benefit to us to try to time our festival with when people want to drive here to see leaves, because they don't spend their entire day looking at leaves. They drive up, look around, and then you'll notice a lot of people come downtown and such during that season too. We may get a lot more attendance, and October may be better from a COVID perspective. Also, we may be much more comfortable.
I didn't get that.
With groups.
Could you try again?
That's my watch answering my questions when it shouldn't be. Get rid of it. So, I wanted to get some input. Does anyone have any thoughts on it?
I'd like to real quickly address the COVID, because you and I had exchanged some emails, and since then I have got a little bit more information.
Right.
For the two counties, we're running at about 15, 19% vaccinated. So it's a little bit higher than what, as the numbers are coming out, we're showing a little bit higher percentage of vaccination. We're still, because of the way that vaccines are rolling out from the state, we're still not receiving as much as the other areas with the marginally populated population. So, but we expect that that's going to be opening up. The state just today, while we were on this call, they just opened up phase 4. So that means, a larger group are now going to be eligible to receive vaccines. So that's great news. The flip side, though, is we still don't have many vaccines. So in the two counties, the health department is getting about 500 a week. We're getting 200 a week. We got an extra 100 of J&J for a migrant and farm worker event that we're holding tomorrow. But other than that, we're kind of low, but we do expect it to start bumping up. And we now have a lot of coordination between the counties in the Western North Carolina area as far as transferring extra vaccines. So I'm a little bit more optimistic that I don't know that we'll reach herd immunity. That's a big number, but I think we're going to get to a point where I think we could very well get to July and have a high percentage of the people that want to get the vaccine have received it. Now, we do have the problem, of course, there are a lot of people in our area, as they are across the country, that have chosen not to get the vaccine. But as far as the ones that want it, I think we're going to have, I'm pretty darn optimistic we're going to have most of them addressed by the July period.
Boy, do we know the other events that typically have happened in October, and if they're going to hold them, and do we kind of have a calendar?
I don't know of other events planned and such. I mean, there's no events over where we have ours. Does anyone know of October events during Leaf Week, basically?
I'm not sure if it's within Leaf Week, but I know the Woolly Worm Festival is in October, and I'm pretty sure that the Sasquatch Festival in Marion is in October also.
Right. So it'd be Woolly Worms of what? Van Railk, is that right?
Yeah.
Van Railk? Yeah.
And they have
Well, we could check that. We could check that. It's good news to hear about the vaccine. That's the first news I got of phase 4, and the things we're looking up. So that's better. We don't have to decide today. I just wanted to put it out there. I know we have to get work on getting our musicians soon. Like I say, and the sound guy, he'll work either. So we're good with that. And I just want to make sure that our volunteers are all comfortable and are going to commit to volunteering. Because the last thing I want is to start a festival and, we show up every day with 3 or 4 people to do a 20-person job. So I just want to make sure everyone's comfortable if we have it in July. And I need the club to commit. I will be there in July. That's what I need. So it's pretty simple.
What is the July date? What is the July date?
We do the 3rd weekend in July. I believe that's the 18th or
17.
17th. It's a Saturday, just Saturday now. But, of course, we work on it the days before getting set up, and then the days after taking down, which has made it much easier where we're at now. So I just want to, at some point, hear from the club members that, I'm going to be there helping. That's the biggest thing. If I get that, everybody's comfortable, we'll go forward with the festival.
Hey, Floyd?
I'll be there.
With regards to the Blacksmith Festival, with the Blacksmith Festival potentially working with us, I missed a couple meetings, but have you talked?
I believe the Blacksmith Festival went virtual.
But they were going to bring their vendors and stuff and join us. According to Cindy, yeah, she's part of the Main Street board, and that's she talked to them about, or they
Yeah.
talked to her about that.
Yeah, we've not communicated with them. We've not actually had a meeting yet. So but, I mean, we probably should have, we need to have a meeting on just barbecue. Even regardless of what we're going to do, we need to have a meeting. Everyone I'm assuming everyone will do the same job they have done last year. It's been a little more difficult because I don't see people every week, so I've not been able to walk up and say, hey, are you going to work this year? Are you going to have the same responsibility? So with the assumption everybody does the same job, we probably need to get a meeting together with those directors. And
Lloyd, if you're looking for commitments, I'll do either October or July, either date that we do. I'll be there for the festival. And if we're going to do this, we need to start getting sponsorships pretty soon, because that's where we really make our money. And so I think Arch and I have been in charge of that, and I will be glad to do my part in that as well.
Well, I agree. If we could get an email sent out that's saying saying we need to start approaching people for sponsorships for the July festival, we can go ahead and plan July. And also an email if it would say, please respond if you plan to volunteer, or if you don't. I would like to ask for a response, yes or no. I'll be there, I won't be there. A lot of people have vacations in July. That's not going to be an issue this year, I don't believe, as much. So maybe we can, maybe we'll have more volunteers, possibly. I'd just like to sort of get a feel for what's going on, what people are thinking, what we can plan, because we've had no meetings. And we need to have a barbecue meeting on a Wednesday. I guess we could do it in person, or we could do it via Zoom. Either way, I'm fine with either. So it'd be nice to have one next Wednesday actually, and go ahead and get some plans started. We normally had them Wednesdays at 2, and we've normally met at the Main Street place, but we can do a Zoom meeting if someone can set that up. If that would be the preference for this first one, maybe at least. I think the Zoom meeting would suffice for this first one.
I'll set one up for Wednesday.
Okay, that'd be good.
I'll just use the same link. It's easier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wednesday at 2.
It's recurring, so it can be any time. So Nelson can just send it out.
What
Right.
time you?
What time, Floyd?
Wednesday at 2.
Okay. So that'd be on 17th? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're doing it.
And we can maybe we can start some real plans and get some real idea about who's going to volunteer. And a lot of people aren't Rotarians that volunteer, so we probably need to reach out to other people that volunteer. Jeff Harding comes to mind first, because he's done so much recently. I can reach out to Jeff and see if he's going to be able to help this year, and his guys. And that's a huge thing, him and his guys helping. Because we are getting older, and we can't lift the things we used to.
Our tent.
Yeah, Jeff's guys, they throw that up there like it's nothing. So, any more comments or questions? And anyone's welcome to come to the meeting. You don't have to be one of the directors to attend a meeting.
Lloyd, could I just ask a question? We had a fireman that used to come to our lunches pretty regularly. I think he runs the dry cleaners. What's his name?
Chris.
Just
Yeah.
FYI for everybody's benefit, if you didn't know, one of my neighbor's houses burned down, and fire department did a really, really good job. And they were there at midnight. I went over to see what I could do, and it was 5 departments. It was a mess. But we saw them the next morning at 9 when they were finally leaving. I mean, these guys went all night and thought nothing of it. Pulled out 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sure going right to work.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
I just hope those guys know we do appreciate what they do. I know it's not easy. I know some of y'all have done it in your lifetime and some have not, but when you see them in action, I tell you what, it's pretty impressive. I mean, this house was blazing when they got
I can relay that message for you.
Yeah, if you would. I know you're pretty.
It might be good to invite Darlene, the town manager, to our meeting too.
Yeah.
Do
We
we
could
have
put it
her
on-
email? We can send her an email.
It's SP manager at, is it Bell South or Gmail? Somebody knows, I know.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
should be the
I've
same
got
one.
it, because if I haven't deleted it from Richard's.
Yeah.
I'll say it should be the same one as Richard was. Richard Knipe. Do you have that one, Nelson?
I'm looking.
Oh, guys, I've got to go to another meeting, so I'll see you later.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Thank you,
Bye.
Tina.
Darlene's my first cousin. We grew up together pretty much.
Good.
Maybe. She's a hard worker, does a good job, and I'm sure she'll support the festival. I don't think it'll be a problem.
I would think anything that brings in more people to town should be supportive of.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to check with Cindy on whether the blacksmith people are still planning on using our festival for direct sales, even though they're doing the online in April. Or the virtual in April, because that would be a big thing to have that joint.
Yeah. Cindy will most likely respond to our meeting email if she's not going to come, I would imagine, or be at the meeting. But yeah, if you could help remember that when we have the meeting. I'm normally taking notes when we're talking about the meeting, but I'm very unprepared today. So
I'm just going to leave everything up on for the July 17th until we discuss the date next week, right? Just leave it all up on the website for now.
yeah. Chuck's News changes things. I mean, Chuck and I were emailing just a few days ago, and we were both concerned. But his news today changes my thoughts pretty dramatically. So
Yeah, I just read while we're talking that April 17th, or excuse me, March 17th, next Wednesday is when it opens up to phase 4. So those are folks that is for folks that have medical conditions like heart disease, diabetics, so forth. And then on April 7th, it opens up to all phase 4. So it really does start opening it up pretty wide open. Phase 5 is the last one, and that's just gets everybody down to, I think, age 16 or 18.
Does phase 4 have an age group?
Let me see what it said again. No, it doesn't indicate that. Just it's people who have medical conditions that put them at higher risk, and people who live in additional congregate settings. I'll look at phase 4 real quick and see what that says, but I think we're okay on that.
Okay, I thought it was age 60, or at least other states at 60 right now. Has that already been announced?
It's people from 16 to 64 years old with one or more high-risk medical conditions for severe disease from COVID-19. So it's 16 to 64.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, North Carolina is different from the other states. South Carolina is down to age 55, I think now.
Yeah. Everybody's doing it a little bit differently. All right.
Just out of curiosity, is everybody on right now? Everybody had their shots?
No.
Getting my second one next week.
I'll get my second one next week.
And
got my second one in today. Is 2 weeks after, so I'm totally good.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
Our event, vaccine event tomorrow, just FYI, is being held at the First Presbyterian Church in Spruce Pine. So
okay,
we're using that facility.
Chuck, did Joe Montgomery, was he able to get?
Yep, we got him taken care of.
Okay, great.
Good.
And so anybody that needs assistance, reach out to me, drop me an email, and I can, get you on the list and push you up to the top there. Surely I can do something like that, right? All right, if we don't have anything else, we can roll into the ace of spades. We're already a little bit past 1, so I don't want to hold people past their hour.
Yeah, Cindy is supposed to draw since we didn't have Alex last week.
And
She asked me to draw for her.
oh,
And if she wins, I'm gonna split it with her.
Okay.
I'm glad you
we won't
remembered that,
tell her.
Nelson.
so we have 2 drawings today.
We do.
Okay,
We'll do Cindy's first.
okay.
We ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Robin, you know the deal.
Yeah, keep going. There's a lot of cards there.
There are.
Not in there, but the ace of spades.
Keep going. Okay, right there.
There?
Yeah. Oh, well.
For our guests, this is another form of gambling.
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna, you've got a draw now, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta draw a number now.
Again, for the visitors, if you win the card, then if you pull the ace of spades, that means you get half the pot and the club gets half the pot, which is several $100s sometimes.
Calvin used to win all the time.
Yeah. And the last one, I think the last win was about 130, wasn't it?
It was
Tina.
a couple $100. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready. You gonna draw, Robin? Hello, Robin.
Mute, on mute.
Number 3 is Nelson. He should know his number.
Oh,
Okay, Nelson.
All right, Nelson, you ready?
A birthday draw, cool.
Are you
Yeah.
ready? You
Get
ready?
going. I don't see it yet. I don't see it there. I think we're supposed to turn the cards over. It's my birthday today.
Okay,
Okay, it's a good time. Go ahead, pull it.
right there.
That sounds good.
Oh,
Oh, wow, okay.
all right. Hope you have better luck on your birthday, the rest of the day. No trees fall on you, okay?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, let's make it that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a good meeting today. Thank you, seniors, Erica and Kendall, for joining us and hanging in there and watching this local Rotarians in action, I guess you'd say.
Thank you for having me.
We hope you'll consider joining us when you come back. And so now we close with the Rotarian four-way test. Is it the truth?
Truth?
Is it
fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
We had the bell, we ding it right now. I got the banner out, but I didn't get the bell out.
Have a good week, everybody.
Have a good week.
Marvin. Chuck.
To everybody, probably Wednesday.
Yep.